Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're all doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well. And if you are a Spurs fan watching this channel, I hope today hasn't been too rough for you. I hope you haven't got that much banter, although you probably have wherever you've been today and whatever you have been doing. And after yesterday's shower of pygmy hippo shit yet again from Spurs, we expected some sort of repercussions, we expected some sort of reaction, and we've got that. Personally, the reaction I wanted was that Daniel Levy has resigned. The day I see that announcement is a day that's better than marriage in life. But we have got a big announcement, and that big announcement and big news is that Cristian Stellini has been sacked. Tottenham Hotspur have sacked interim head coach Cristian Stellini. I mean, who sacks an interim head coach? But before I give my opinions, let's read out the club announcement and club update from the man himself, the man, the myth, the twat, Daniel Levy, right? Dear all, Sunday's performance against Newcastle was wholly unacceptable. It was devastating to see. We can look at many reasons why it happened, and whilst myself, the board, the coaches and players must all take collective responsibility, ultimately the responsibility is mine. That's the first time I can recall Daniel Levy actually taking some sort of accountability in one of these club updates and club announcements. Anyway, let's hear what he has to say next after taking accountability and blaming himself. Cristian will leave his current role. So straight away he sacked a manager after saying, I'm to blame, but I'm going to sack another manager, the 16th manager, right? Cristian will leave his current role along with his coaching staff. Cristian stepped in at a difficult point in our season, and I want to thank him for the professional manner in which he and his coaching staff have conducted themselves in such a challenging time. We wish him and his staff well. Ryan Mason will take over head coach duties with immediate effect. So Ryan Mason, the new interim manager, till the end of the season, replacing an interim manager with a new interim manager. It's a joke. Ryan knows the club and the players well. We shall update further on his coaching staff in due course. I met with the player committee today. The squad is determined to pull together to ensure the strongest possible finish to the season. We are all clear we need to deliver performances which earn your amazing support. Come on, you Spurs. Daniel. What a message, eh, Levy? What a message. The guy says the responsibility is mine and then does nothing. Like, this is the first time, right? And it's progress, to be fair, if you look at it that way. This is the first time Daniel Levy's actually come out in one of these club updates and taken some accountability. But then proceeds to sack another manager and say everyone else is also to blame. It's like, if you're taking accountability and you know you're the problem, then piss off. Then leave. He's basically openly admitting here, right? Let me reread this bit. We can look at many reasons why it happened, and whilst myself, the board, the coaches and players must all take collective responsibility, ultimately the responsibility is mine. He's saying that ultimately he's the main reason the result happened yesterday. So why don't you leave? Why don't you do something about it? You know? Shouldn't have appointed Stellini in the first place. He's just a B-Tech Conte. And he's taking all the responsibility himself, yet staying in his role, yet not appointing a proper new manager and bringing Ryan Mason in. The guy's a hypocrite. He follows talking about how he's to blame straight up with sacking another manager. Sacking another manager. I don't think he understands how different those two things are in every sense of the word. I mean, it's just a laughing stock at Tottenham Hotspur. It really is. Come on, you Spurs, Daniel. Just do one. Just do one, mate. You all know who watch this channel. My thoughts and opinions on the ownership. I think nothing changes until they go. And this further shows it. We've sacked Conte to bring in a B-Tech version of him. An assistant coach who's lasted 3 weeks. Lost 6-1 to Newcastle. And now we're sacking him for another assistant coach and interim coach. I mean, like, they should make a sitcom about Spurs. They genuinely should. It would be one of the funniest things ever. Only Fools and Horses, The Office. Have you seen Tottenham Hotspur? Way funnier than those two series. Honestly, it's just a laughing stock. We've sacked an interim coach who should have never been appointed in the first place. It was just a B-Tech Conte. And brought in another interim coach. Whilst we haven't made any proper contact with any managers. And at the same time as that, Chelsea are talking and in direct talks and about to appoint Mauricio Pochettino when they sacked their manager after we sacked ours. But do you know what Chelsea have done which Spurs haven't done as bad as they've been this season? They've done efficient business. They've acquired a main target as a new manager, and they've went straight after him. It looks like they're going to get him. What are Spurs doing? Being linked with 50,000 managers. What are we going to do? What happens when Ryan Mason gets sacked on Thursday after a 7-0 drubbing to Manchester United? Who are we going to bring in then? Big Sam. And when Big Sam gets smashed 5-0 or 7-0 at Anfield, who are we bringing in there? Neil Warnock. Do you know what I mean? Are we going to sack an interim manager every single time one of these results happens? Again, Stellini is to blame. He is to blame for some of these results because he's crap. He is genuinely crap. He's an assistant coach and that's all he'll ever be. I'm sorry, it's harsh. But at the end of the day, who's the man who appointed this crap assistant coach and expected him to take Spurs into a top 4 place? Daniel Levy. And in a way, I am glad he's taken some sort of accountability. But for me, it just looks like a smokescreen. It looks like a way to get fans back on board. He's a smart guy, Daniel Levy. In business terms. In football terms, he's thick. But he's a smart guy in business terms. He's going to be looking at some of the protests, some of the outrage from fans. And he's going to be looking at Thursday going, we need some sort of change. Because if we had Stellini heading in Thursday and he hadn't even taken some sort of accountability there, fans would have slated him. And they still should, but they won't now. Because, he's taking accountability without really doing anything. You know? It's a joke. It's an absolute laughing stock at Spurs. We've sacked 2 serial winners over the last 2 years. Ryan Mason's been an interim coach twice. We've sacked an interim coach. Convicted criminal as a sporting director. Players who don't care. It's just a mess. It's an absolute mess. This isn't a club I love. And like I say, just simulate the end of this season. Get all this interim coach bollocks out of the way. Let us be smashed. Maybe, just maybe, Levy and Enoch go, but it's highly unlikely because they don't really care about that club. He's basically taking responsibility and then not taking any action there, Levy. You know you're to blame, then leave, but it's all about the money, 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 in the words of Shane McMahon. Joke of a football club. Like I say, if this was a FIFA simulation, go at the end of the season, get on with next season, hopefully with a new manager and some sort of positivity to rave about. But look, thank you for watching this video. You guys have been awesome. Comment down your thoughts on Stellini being sacked. Take care, all the best, God bless, and as always, come on you Spurs. Most importantly, Enoch and Levy out.